Moving on now, as India prepares to celebrate its 79th Independence Day, the nation also pauses to remember one of the darkest chapters in its history, the partition of India. Since 2021, 14th of August has been observed as Partition Horrors Remembrance Day, a national memorial day to honor the victims of one of the largest and most painful mass migrations in human history. The partition displaced between 10 to 20 million people and led to an estimated 2 million deaths due to violence, hatred and forced displacement. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in a message on platform X, paid tribute to those who suffered, lauding their resilience and strength in rebuilding lives which were shattered by the division. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh echoed these sentiments, honouring those who bore the brunt of violence and forced migration. Home Minister Amit Shah, however, used the occasion to hit out at the Congress party, accusing it of dividing the country and hurting the pride of Mother India. The day is not just about remembering the pain, but about reaffirming a national commitment to unity, social harmony, and healing the wounds of the past. It's a day etched deep in the nation's memory. Partition Horrors Remembrance Day, viewers, a reminder of the pain, the resilience and the strength of millions who rebuilt their lives from nothing. Prime Minister Narendra Modi paying tribute to that spirit, the Home Minister too, though he's also used the occasion to target the Congress. This is, in fact, a day that we will never forget. Even as India prepares to celebrate its 79th Independence Day, the nation also pauses to remember one of the darkest chapters in its history, the partition of India. Let me quickly go across to my colleague Amod Rai, who joins me with the phone line with more details on the same. Amod, जैसा कि मैं बोल रही थी, ये एक ऐसा दिन है जो हम कभी भी नहीं भूल पाएंगे. क्या क्या हुआ हमारे साथ उस दिन, हमारे लोगों के साथ उस दिन. नेशन ये भी हम जो भारतीय हम वो भी रिमेंबर कर रहे हैं. हम इस दिन को we take it as one of the darkest chapters in its history, the partition of India.
देखिए, यहाँ पार्टीशन हॉरर रिमेम्बरेंस डे यानी विभाजन विभीषिका दिवस बीजेपी की सरकार, नरेंद्र मोदी की सरकार जब से बनी है तब से मनाया जा रहा है और 14 अगस्त को ये दिन मनाया जाता है. स्वतंत्रता दिवस से ठीक एक दिन पहले जब इस बात को याद किया जाता है तो उस बात को याद किया जाता है कि किस तरह से देश का बंटवारा हुआ और उसमें लाखों लोग डिस्प्लेस हुए, पाकिस्तान से भारत आए और उनके साथ किस तरह का क्रूर बर्ताव हुआ था, किस तरह से उन्होंने अपने कष्ट को झेला था. आज भी उसमें से लाखों परिवार जो भारत माइग्रेट करके आए थे, उनके लिए वो दिन अपने आप में एक काला दिन होता है, काला अध्याय होता है. और उनके जो बच्चे आज बुजुर्ग की स्थिति में है, कई लोग अब नहीं है इस दुनिया में, लेकिन याद रहे कि क्या हुआ था 1947 में जब भारत पाकिस्तान का बंटवारा हुआ था. बीजेपी और नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार जो केंद्र की सरकार है, ये इस बात को इसलिए मनाती है और इसलिए इस बात को लोगों को याद दिलाती है ताकि लोगों को याद रहे कि आगे जो है इस तरह की कोई गलतियां ना हो और आगे इस तरह का कोई बर्ताव ना हो जिससे इस ऐसी स्थिति का निर्माण हो जिसमें लाखों लोग, करोड़ों लोग प्रभावित हुए थे, लाखों लोग डिस्प्लेस हुए थे. ये अपने आप में इस बात को भी गवाही देता है कि जो बीजेपी का अपना एजेंडा है कि भारत सर्वोच्च है, राष्ट्रीयता प्रमुख है, उसमें किसी भी तरह का अड़चन नहीं आने पाए. नेहा
जी अमोद, ऑल्सो यू नो पार्टीशन हॉरर्स रिमेम्बरेंस डे ऑफिशियली जैसे कि आपने बताया 2021 से मनाया जा रहा है. 1947 के बाद जो वुंड्स थे अमोद, क्या लोग मानते हैं कि वो कहीं ना कहीं हील हो गए हैं या अभी भी वो जिंदा है?
देखिए, 1947 में जो लोग भारत आए थे उसमें से जो लोग अभी हैं वो तो काफी बुजुर्ग हो चुके हैं, काफी लोग उसमें से अब नहीं हैं, लेकिन उनके उनकी अगली पीढ़ी अभी भी है और उस बात को याद रखते हैं. अब भी उनसे बात कीजिए तो उन्होंने जो अपने परिवार में जो बातें सुनी हैं उनको काफी रुहासा होते हैं. तो इस बात को देश को याद रखना चाहिए, देश के युवा पीढ़ी को याद रखना चाहिए ताकि भविष्य में सनद रहे, भविष्य में हमेशा तैयार रहे कि कभी ऐसी स्थिति का निर्माण न हो, और निर्माण हो तो किस तरह अपने आप को रक्षा करे, बचाव करे। इस बात को, इस त्रासदी को याद करके आगे की तैयारियों के लिहाज से कैसे अपने आप को मजबूती से रखा जा सके, इस लिए इस दिवस को मनाने का निर्णय नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार ने लिया था। ठीक है कि 2021 में इसको शुरू किया गया था, पिछले 4 सालों से लगातार मनाया जा रहा है, ये 5वां साल है। लेकिन 2014 में जब बीजेपी सरकार आई थी, तब से इसको लेकर पार्टी के स्तर पर काफी तैयारियां की गई थी, पार्टी के स्तर पे काफी कार्यक्रम भी किए गए थे, लेकिन सरकारी स्तर पर, सरकार के स्तर पर
अमोद, माफी चाहती हूँ, I'll have to interrupt you here. In fact, I'm also joined by BJP leader Tom Vadakkan. Thank you very much, Mr. Vadakkan, for speaking to News 9. You know, today is the day, as I've been saying, the nation pauses to remember the horrors of partition. Prime Minister has spoken about the resilience and rebuilding lives from nothing. How do you see that message resonating with people?
Yes, this is something that cannot be wiped out from the memories of India. The fact of the matter is those affected are those who cannot forget those, horror that was perpetuated by partition. And the fact of the matter is this new generation must also know what India went through during that period, who were responsible for it, and who were duty-bound to protect the country at that time, disowned the whole exercise. Though historians of that period have, kind of given a different story about it, I think it's important for the new generation to know what happened and how, and who are the people who, whose duty it was to control those situations. But then nobody forgets the famous books by Khushwant Singh and others who have detailed the partition story. And I think it is in right earnest that Prime Minister Modi has taken a position that this should go down to the generations next, so that they know what the suffering was all about and how it started, and those who did not intervene to get peace into the process. But the killings, the trains that went with dead bodies, and the kind of horror that happened for those coming from Pakistan and those leaving India. And that remains as a scar in the memory of India.
All right, let me also, ask you this. The Home Minister has linked partition to historical decisions. Do you think political messaging on a day like this helps people engage with history, or does it somewhere risk overshadowing the human stories?
Well, the fact of the matter, the dates are coincidental. This is not something that was created by the Home Minister or anybody. That's a fact of the matter. That day was, it was blood flowing across, and we all know it. So the dates are relevant, so much historical relevance of it. This is nothing more, nothing less. These are dates which we cannot forget in the history of modern India, because what we suffered, what people suffered, and the kind of killings that happened, and those who did not do their duty to ensure peace in that juncture.
Right, you're saying that this is about truth-telling, not politics. How do you respond to those who call it political point scoring?
Well, those who feel that a particular community is being disturbed, it was not about a particular community. It was across the board. Let's face it, people who died belonged to all the communities, whether it was in India or in Pakistan. So the fact of the matter is, to say that it is a political weapon is unfortunate. Those who do not understand history will have to suffer, because the reality is it was human beings that were killed. So there is no issue of a particular community being, targeted or otherwise.